We last left our story here in the pristine white office complex of the 47th floor, the Science Division of the Ardelus Corporation Tower. You're here because you've agreed to help Lucalo find the schematic for Blue Lightning.
We've entered the room as a group. I assume we attract attention. And I just proceed to the door marked for the higher ranking scientists.
Okay, so we're just shrugging off stealth, just waltzing straight through the
Yes, sir.
Waltzing.
All right, are you now allow me to clarify. Are you walking toward the elevator labeled Science Labs, or are you walking to the offices where Jasper Corden and his cohorts are?
The offices.
Very good. You get an odd look or two from some employees working on a ventilation shaft, but otherwise no one stops you and you get there without a hitch.
I knock on the door.
Oh, come in! And the door slides open just after the first knock. Zoom, his friends, please come in. Terribly sorry, I will have to call you back. He hangs up his phone, slides it into a drawer. Well, I'm glad you made it down here in one piece. Please, I don't believe we've met.
I'm Sylvia. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Jasper Corden. Pleasure.
Hey Gramps, I'm Indigo. This is my bird Rowan. We're really excited to be here. I've never been in such a big city before.
Groovy.
I'm Davu, musician. Maybe you've heard of me. I do all kinds of. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to much music.
Oh, that's fine. I sort of take out a CD. Do you want a CD of mine, or?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's against company policy. I couldn't.
Can't play favorites.
Well, you just can't accept other unknown data devices while you're in the company
Gotcha.
property.
Makes sense. I put it away.
All right, we'll have to go back to my house later, my apartment, and have a late night snack and catch up session.
I like ketchup.
Absolutely. But how rude of me! Let me give you the tour.
Please.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
So
yeah, exciting.
I've done quite well since last time we talked. It was, oh gosh, too many years now, wasn't it?
Definitely.
So what do you do here?
Well, I'm one of the chief science personnel, and he begins to walk you out the door. It's a little late, so most people have gone home, gestures to the empty cubicles. But I do... Oh yes, a question.
This isn't for Jasper. Could I roll to try and open up that drawer where his phone was?
You're gonna have to first roll for stealth, and then roll for sleight of hand.
Let's see how stealth goes.
Let's see how stealth goes.
$13.
He seems to notice you hanging back.
Okay. I notice him seeing me, looking back. Okay. So I was just seeing if you, if I could, just leave this around in case you wanted to get to it later. But I guess you said no. It was a company policy.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's a company.
We've had
issues
issues
every
with
time.
some black hats.
I have
you
that
know,
too.
Social
sometimes.
engineering.
Yeah.
You leave a hard drive here, then soon your buddy's AUG is infected. And it's
That's just now,
fun.
man.
That's expensive. I mean, we have good healthcare plans here.
Well, that's good.
Wonderful. I joined the group again. let's just tour.
Good. Door closes and sort of nods to the awkward small talk. Well, let's proceed. The Cube Farm, as you've already been introduced. But I do most of my work down in the labs themselves.
Cool.
That sounds fun.
And he takes from his shirt a higher level key card than the one you have, swipes it, and ding! That science lab door opens. It's another elevator, smaller, more closeted. He ushers you guys inside.
Cool.
It's a pretty tight squeeze. So everybody's
Close and personal.
It's very, very up close and personal.
Gotcha.
It's just he's trying not to look rude, but he's definitely eyeing people's like weaponry and stuff nervously. Says, "Oh, hi, ding!" Hits the button. Doors close, start to go down. I can't help but notice, Zoom, that your friends seem to be in the security business with you.
Yes, I've definitely passed on some of the knowledge I acquired from Ipotu.
You can feel very secure with us.
Oh, I do. Whenever zooms around, I feel just oh so safe. And he points out the window at the elevator. You'll have to kind of shuffle to turn around, but it's sort of one of these glass tube sort of deals.
Gotcha.
Here's the factory floor,
Okay.
or the prototyping floor, I should say. It's pretty empty and dark at this time. You don't see anyone working around, but you do see a lot of large machining equipment, some prefabrication sort of setups, and the occasional leg or chassis mount of a mech or vehicle. We've been testing all fashion of new designs down here and making sure they are getting well on their way towards production. Ardelus City is nothing if not a pioneer in cyber technologies.
Gramps, what kind of technology is this for? Like, what do you use it for?
All sectors. Ardelus Corporation, being in charge of a whole city, has a lot of different things it attends to. We supply mechs and weaponry for the local police force to help keep the police, which sadly has not been enough in recent times, as I'm sure you're aware. And we also help the corporate sector, commerce and transportation vehicles, and actually some cybernetics on the side. I'm personally overseeing a project that is hoping to really improve the economic side of our cybernetics line and make it more affordable for the lower class here in the city.
Well, that's really cool.
That's cool.
How noble.
No. Zoom knows me too well. Yes, they're paying me quite a lot to be noble. But it's a good cause nonetheless.
Yeah, Zoom.
Whatever pays the bills.
And you guys descend into a second sub-level. He says, we have the power room down here, and you come into a room with large generators and all manner of conveyor belts and fancy electronics and big mashy things, as you are apt to find in factories. Ardelus City is proud to be entirely self-sustained in terms of power, flowing out from Ardelus Corporation Tower into a variety of sub-networks into every neighborhood except some of the very worst, I'm afraid, in this city. We provide power for everyone.
Is that a clean energy or is it?
There's nothing clean in this.
You never know because they're working on the newest things.
Honesty is a good policy.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, I never actually experienced power in my home, so.
Where did you grow up?
Oh, yeah, no, it was right here. Just about. Like, right next to the tower. Down a few feet.
I see. And the elevator stops, and the doors swing open, and you see row upon row of computer banks this side of the elevator. And here, he says, is where we have computation and the ultimate network that houses all of our schematic storerooms, systems, and which manages the network of electrical hubs in the city. He proceeds out in front of you guys and continues to sort of monologue about the greatness of the corporation.
How far ahead is he?
He seems pretty eager at this point, so he's a good 10, 15 feet before he's noticed if you're following or not.
Come on. I speed my pace up. Follow me. I speed my pace up to catch up with him.
I stay back.
I do too.
Please roll for stealth.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Is it still stealth if you're not doing anything?
That
I'm kidding.
is a 16 for stealth.
Okay. Let's see if he notices. You're good. Jasper continues on. You all follow. You're now alone, Sylvia, in the databank room.
So, okay. Whole bunch of computers that have schematics.
Yes.
Do they have like something that I need to plug that key into?
There are just row upon row of terminal and databank.
Okay.
And they all have some manner of ports that a Rosetta Jack could access.
Oh, hey, look, I have a Rosetta Jack. So I go up to one and go pa-ting.
All right. I need you to go ahead and make a software check for me.
Yes. That is a Intelligence 14.
All right. You managed to hack decently well into the system. You're not sure, but you think you might have tripped a few things. You definitely had to go through a login portal, and that
Yeah.
would have registered on some data. You find yourself inundated with a wave of information.
Yes.
This databank contains just about everything. All manner of data for lights and gas lines and everything that runs throughout the city. You can practically feel Ardelus breathe under you.
Cool. So I search for blue lightning.
Okay, go ahead and roll for software again.
That would be an unnatural 20.
Nice. More familiar with the protocols you're dealing with now, you're able to navigate the system a little cleaner. And eventually you do encounter a host of code-named files, including one that is named Blue Lightning. However, it is above your clearance from this terminal.
It's above my clearance to look at or to do anything with.
It seems to have 2 levels of protection.
Okay.
One from the terminals from which it's accessed. Though it shows up on the system's registry, the file itself is not stored on the main databanks and thus cannot be accessed from them. Additionally, it seems to be a very high level of classification and will require a high-ranking employee's authorization to access it.
Higher than the card that I have.
Higher than the card that Lucalo gave you, yeah.
Okay. Does it say where the location is?
You do, in fact, find a basic schematic of
Okay.
the floor. And further down the hallway into the next room off to one side, there is a master computer system.
That's the one. Okay.
Right. This is the same hallway that you 3 are walking down. So,
How far away are they from me at this point?
they're a good 100, 150 feet. You guys are right at the edge of the room.
Okay.
And at the sort of the T intersection that you need to
Get
go
into.
through. Yeah.
Okay. So I log out
Mm-hmm.
and I stealth my way down to get closer to where I need to get to.
All right. Go ahead and roll for stealth.
I'm like, I'm gonna need a stealth. That's a 7. Yeah.
As you guys reach the T intersection, Jasper stops in his lengthy monologue and looks around and says, Where's your friend? What was her name?
Sylvia.
Sylvia, yes. Where is she? Did she get lost in the databank room?
Oh, she must have. I'll go back for her.
Oh, just, yeah.
We'll catch up with you, Uncle.
Oh, no need. And he reaches over and he swipes his key card on a little panel to one side, taps a few buttons, and all the lights come on in the databank room. And he sort of swipes left and right. Says, she is... I think this is her. Sylvia, and he calls out down the hall in your direction.
Where did you guys go?
We're over here. Sylvia,
Did you get lost?
follow the
Yeah.
sound. Follow the sound of my voice. It helps me sometimes.
I follow the sound of his voice.
Except another person's voice. That's what helps.
All right. Since you already know where they are, it is no small...
But I make it seem as if it's a little bit more of a task.
All right, go ahead and roll for performance.
Okay. Performance. That's a 6.
You are a very hammy actress today.
It happens sometimes, but yeah, I make my way towards the group.
Jasper's eyes sort of narrow and he tilts his head back, the light sort of catching his glasses and sort of making him inscrutable for a moment. Come on now, we can't lose anyone in here.
Of course, I'm so sorry.
No matter. Up this way, please. I'd love to show you all our cafeteria.
Now we're talking.
And he proceeds past the T intersection, where you know off to the left is the control room.
The cafeteria is on the same floor.
Apparently.
Cool. I'm gonna follow with the group for a little bit.
Right.
I'm super tempted to. Okay, at first I asked Sylvia kind of low key, like, "What'd you find?"
There were really cool computers.
Yeah. Okay. So you found just computers, or did you find what we were looking for?
All I saw were some cool computers, which is why I slowed down. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just saw some basic computers. Very just like, you know.
Gotcha. Okay,
general
cool. Yeah,
computers,
sure. Awesome. I saw them too.
Yeah.
We got nothing.
Now you may be wondering why we have a cafeteria on this floor.
Yeah.
And he swipes the door open. It's a very small, sort of cozy, sort of break room, with a small cafeteria sort of setup.
Nice.
As it is, the scientists down here, like myself, tend to keep pretty odd hours. And as the room powers up, a sort of basic android tender of the cafeteria sort of swivels to life. So they installed this here cafeteria so that we could continue working down here, even if we have to sort of live here for a few days.
Well, that's really nice, though.
So there's a bathroom?
Yeah.
I was just going to
Where's
ask.
the Just tell me, and I'll.
Oh right, you'll need a key card, so let me show you too.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about it. Yeah, I should probably. Yeah.
I mean, because I don't have one, so.
Just follow him to the bathroom. We'll
Okay,
be
gotcha.
here.
Narrow eye look again.
Awesome.
He leads you off to one side and swipes open the men and women's rooms respectively. Sort of lets you guys.
Jumping them both. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now who goes into the restrooms? Who stays outside?
I'll go in.
Okay, so there will be like two conversations going on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like at this
So does
point.
everyone go into their respective restrooms?
Yes, I have to use the restroom, so we go to the restroom.
All right.
See, here's the thing. I'm super curious as to what Sylvia actually found.
But you're not.
What are...
You're not a girl.
What?
Yes.
Never mind. Okay, I'll go talk to Zoom.
Oh dear.
Come with me to the bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Girls have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jasper just kind of throws up his hand.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why I was always single.
Inside, I ask Zoom, what is the plan? Kind of low, like, what is the plan? Because who knows what kinds of...
Yeah, sort of a urinal moment, just sort of leaning over.
Oh, I don't have to use the
we aren't
bathroom.
using the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Good.
We're not that into the pretend...
Roleplay has
Excuse.
its limits, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's the plan? What do we do now? We're down here.
Seeing as you're the only other person besides Sylvia who can hack things, I'm thinking of sending the two of you
Together.
to get more information. It's evident that she didn't find anything from the quick 5 minutes she had.
You know her better. It seemed to me like she's not really a team player. Like, I asked her, like, what she found, and I don't know. You know, she was definitely pretending that she had found nothing for Jasper. But, I don't know. Do you think we could even work together? Is that a possibility?
What I know is I've been working with her for more years than I've been working with you.
Fair enough. So she is a team player. Gotcha. All right.
In our bathroom.
Okay, so what did you find?
So far, I found nothing. I found a generic place where it could be located,
Okay.
but I was caught before I could get there, and you guys were too close to the turn.
Yeah. So
So I know where to access it. However, I don't have the proper key to unlock it.
okay.
So if we could somehow switch keys, that'd be really cool. But I don't know how yet.
Do you know where his key is?
On his person, he used it to unlock the bathroom.
I could get Rowan to somehow distract him. I could get him to flap around.
I'm thinking it'd be easier to ask for a key to the bathroom again, and like after eating food or something.
Oh yeah,
Is
food
it-
is a thing.
Is there a second door on this bathroom, or is it just the one door?
Just the one. It's pretty small.
Have we
bathroom.
seen anyone else down here?
No. It seems to be pretty much closed, except for the couple people you passed in the cube farm, and Jasper cordoned himself.
I kind of lean over to Zoom. Oh, sorry, you having your conversation?
I'm pause mine. Go ahead.
I lean over to Zoom. Can we handle Jasper? Could we? Okay, never mind. I don't know, because it seemed like you guys are tight. Like you're related. He's your dad, right? And I would just kind of like. There seemed to be some tension there.
What are you proposing?
I'm proposing that if he's looking another direction and we knocked him out, he'd never even know it.
He would know someone knocked him out.
That is a good point. I'll stop talking now. Davu checks that off his mental list of can't do.
Knock people out in a
you
place
cannot
full of
knock,
cameras.
Not necessarily. Can't knock out Jasper Corden.
Okay.
That's what's on his list.
I like how specific your list is.
Yeah, I like to keep my options open.
Of course.
Is there a way we could switch our card with his?
I think there's a way. Gotta figure it out first.
Okay.
But we should probably get back out there, so.
Alright.
We're taking a suspiciously long time.
I washed my hands so my hands are wet so I can be like rubbing them on my legs when I'm walking out.
I give Rowan a quick rinse, so it's like I was taking care of him because he's been a bit filthy, especially after cleaning out his wounds.
The bird flaps like a madman. He hates the water.
I make my way out of the bathroom.
Me too.
I follow shortly after.
I'm gonna stay in there.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Okay. All right.
Just don't fall in.
All right. Everyone except for Zoom proceeds back to the main room. Jasper has already set out trays and plates for everyone. He says, "I hope you don't mind tacos, but they are to die for."
I
here."
love a good taco.
Tacos? I haven't had them since I was in Quaid.
Oh, you came from Quaid originally.
Yeah. You know of it?
Yeah, I did some research there during my academic years. Very interesting agricultural community.
Yeah, there's not a lot of technology. It's pretty quiet. Not a lot happens there.
It's very different from the big city.
That's for sure.
So please sit, eat.
Of course.
Sort of sits down, sort of making some small talk. Meanwhile, in the bathroom,
I'm just thinking.
The bathroom is a good place for that.
Alright, I leave.
okay.
But now with a thought.
And everything is a weapon.
Everything is a weapon.
Tacos.
All right. You guys are sitting at the table. The girls on either side of Jasper and Zoom and Davu across from him.
Can I see his key?
Yes, it hangs on his left lapel.
Am I on his left or his right side?
You are on his left side.
Good
But you're
job.
across the table.
I thought we were on
Nope.
sides.
Sylvia, Jasper, Indigo.
We're across the table.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jasper wants to be across the table from you. Hey.
Hi.
So, how have the last few years been, Zoom?
I've been busy. I honestly am surprised to see you here in the city. I thought you were doing quite well back in Apotu.
I was, but as mentioned, very good program I'm working on here. Sort of financial improvements we can make on these cybernetics. How did I forget? But enough about me. Get so little opportunity to talk. You never call. You never text.
He's very into his work, from what I've noticed.
Well, that is true. But you've always known that about
I've
me.
always known that.
Has he always been a man of few words?
No, once he was a boy, a few words.
Oh, of course.
I like him. This recording guy.
I like Jasper.
Not you.
Yeah, I like you.
I like
say.
Jasper too.
Yeah, I like you, Jasper.
But here, he starts pulling out like childhood photos on his phone and like showing you guys and stuff.
You were so cute on Zoom. What happened?
I grew up.
Ew. Well, I'm never gonna grow up then.
Delightful.
Kids. Yeah, so anyway, and I kind of like do the eyes to Sylvia, but like the eyes that mean while I'm distracting this guy, try to grab his key card.
Go ahead and roll insight, because those are some pretty
That's a
complicated
lot of
eyes.
words to get out of eye. Nope, it's too. I'm rolling. Ooh,
Mine
we're
is,
not gonna get that.
Has some
What was that?
cybernetics in it.
Insight?
Yeah.
9.
Is that a 9? Oh, so I'm just distracting him in vain, aren't I?
Well, she doesn't get what you're intending, at least.
Like-
It should be pretty obvious to everyone that he's distracted at the moment.
Okay, I gotcha.
And now, Sylvia has the key card from Lucalo, does she not?
The what?
The key card from
From
Lucalo.
Lucalo.
Yeah, Lucalo. Yes, I did.
What do you guys do?
So we're talking,
He's
and
distracted
we're
by
eating.
the
Tacos.
album.
I'm talking to him about what he used to do in Quaid because it is interesting to me.
No, get him laughing.
And it really isn't. But he doesn't know that.
Roll deception.
Oh,
We'll
maybe
see
I
if he
should have
doesn't
kept,
know that.
Maybe I should have kept that from you.
What
Sitting
did
across
you roll for your deception
I
check?
got a 5. The lowest roll yet, I believe, out of us all.
We're going for the record here.
Oh yeah.
See if we can get all the way down to 1.
So
No,
how
thank
was-
you.
So I'm terribly interested in the thing that you had said earlier, the one about the podunk
Quad.
Quaid. I'm terribly intrigued by the fact that you have been there at one time, and now are not. And if you could, okay.
Yeah, Gramps, how long were you in Quaid? How many years ago?
Oh, goodness now. 20?
20 years in Quaid?
No, 20 years ago I was.
Oh, okay.
in
I'm like,
Quaid.
Oh.
Yes. I'm starting to get on in years. I know I don't look it.
and while we're laughing, I'm holding my drink and I accidentally splash him. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. And so I start dabbing him
It's
and
fine. It's all right.
I go to switch the key cards.
Go ahead and roll Sleight of Hand. for me.
Dear Lord above. Did you say sleight of hand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
That's a dex. 15?
All right. He doesn't seem to notice
He doesn't
swapping of the cards.
Okay.
Click, click.
Yeah, okay. I am so sorry. It's late in the day. I get clumsy. I don't know about you.
Oh, believe me, you work this late, and you start.
Your
to-
hands start shaking.
Exactly.
Start seeing visions, talking to yourself.
What kind of nights have you
Well, no,
had?
maybe I'm sorry, as a friend.
Anyway, but it is getting late. This is a good point.
Yeah.
So why don't I just I'll show you guys out, and I'll call it night. We can go back to my apartment, spend some time. Do you guys have a place to stay?
No, we don't. That would be great. I'd love to just, wow, someone else knows about Quaid. That would be,
Would you like to hang out with your uncle?
that'd be great. We should stay, guys.
Yeah, I
We
think
don't have anywhere to stay.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a very reasonable
They
idea.
know the
I
way
think that
back
before
up.
we leave, though,
Uncle,
we should
can you
ask him about
chat
something.
for a little bit?
Oh,
Just the two of us.
of course. Don't get too lost now.
Of course. I know the way now.
Wait, where are they going?
We're all good. We're gonna go back outside and they're gonna talk for a minute, uncle, nephew stuff.
Oh, okay.
Family.
Oh, that's cool.
It was wonderful meeting you, and I can't wait to see you outside though. Because we're going back to your house, right?
Don't worry, we won't be parted for too long.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Gramps.
Alright, thank you again. And we make our way to the door, which we need the key to get through.
Yeah, that one we're not supposed to go to. That one.
Yes, do you use it?
Well, because I had a key when I came in, so
They didn't know that, did he?
I don't use the key. And I go, wait, how do we get through this door?
Oh! He stands up. And he walks over. Beep.
I don't say this out loud. I'm super tempted to knock him out right now.
Well, sort of slides aside and puts his thumb up to a scanner. No peeking now.
Oh, of course.
Scans it, taps in a code. Don't know what's wrong with it, but these stuff is working every couple of months. The guys just need
Tech glitches. Yeah.
honestly. Well, it beats implanted chips like some companies do.
Yeah.
It's just not how we want to go. But I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Yes.
Shoos you out the door.
Alright.
Gosh, small talk.
They slide closed, and the smile kind of slides away on his face. He sits down. What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk to you about why I left home.
That's a talk we've been needing to have.
I chose this. Gesturing to my robotic arm.
He nods. He knows it's not one that you've always had.
And I still don't know how to use this to its full potential. Because I didn't choose this.
That's the condition for you. You don't choose how you're born. You can choose the parts you grow up with sometimes. The fact that you have very good ones shouldn't be a cause for alarm. The fact that you haven't had to swap them out like so many people do as you grow shouldn't be that much cause for alarm, surely.
I find it unnerving that I haven't had to get replacements as my body grows. What kind of machinery grows along with its host?
That's a good question. I wish your parents were around for us to ask.
And that's why I left. I need answers.
And then you know I still don't have any for you.
I believe you. Which is why I had to leave. You had nothing more to offer me. You gave me everything I could ask for. But I need more.
I understand. Every boy grows up and moves away in their own time. Before you leave tonight, I think I want to show you something, some of the things we've been working on here. Or that we used to be working on here. He rises, goes to the door. Now, did you guys...
So that's how long we have.
That's how long we have.
Yes, I guess, cut to.
Cut to, well,
Rest of
that
the
was
party.
happening.
30 seconds ago.
I go, follow me. I know where the computer is that has the thing. And I walk.
All right.
Pretty adamantly, knowing that we're in a very small time frame since we need to get to the elevator before they leave.
Because you know I'm not good at talking.
Exactly.
They haven't seen each other
A
in
man
years.
of few words, as I called him.
But it's Zoom.
So we make our way to the computer that was on the previous schematic, or on the previous computer that told me that I needed to go.
Does it
there.
have 2 Rosetta Jacks?
Well, it has a keycard reader that you have to get past first.
So I use the key, and I zip.
Sure enough, keycard reader beeps. The doors slide open for you.
Hex to the yeah, so we get in there.
Verily.
Heck yeah. So I go up to the computer. How many Rosetta Jacks are there?
A standard array of 4.
Okay.
4. Okay. Sylvia, hi.
Hi.
We don't know each other that well, but I think we need to do this together.
Yes.
So I have to ask that if you have a particular way of doing things inside of software, that you sort of put that aside and you sort of start to see
We just
how
need
I
to
do
go.
it. And
We need to go. So you hook up, I hook up, we find it, we go. It's Blue Lightning, Rosetta Jack.
Gotcha.
All right.
That'd be a software check, I'm guessing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
That would be
11.
23.
All right.
Nice. As you both plug in, Sylvia sort of leads the charge through the firewalls, sort of deftly maneuvering and ordering things as you go. Davu, you're not quite as familiar with these corporate systems, so you just sort of follow her lead, match her steps as you dive deeper and deeper into the
What a
clearance
reversal.
levels.
This is mildly embarrassing for Davu.
It's fine. It happens.
So as your 2 digital representations sort of course through the system, your mind sort of extended into this silicon network,
You're keeping watch, right?
I am.
you do find a host of classified files. They require authorization
Of what kind?
of an individual kind. So you would have to fake information of personal information of a high-ranking company official.
Okay,
So like security questions.
I PM, I send a private message off to Sylvia. I say, I've had this talk with Zoom. How are you on cutting off Jasper's finger?
No, thank you.
Okay.
What kind of security? Can we open up the security question without answering it and it's fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we open it up. What's the question?
There is no question. You encounter an artificial intelligence immediately. What? Who is this? Why are you here?
Jasper Gordon.
The voice does not belong to Jasper Corden.
No, I know.
But to sort of a cold and rather indignant digital personality that seems to be guarding these files. You feel the electronic probes sort of start to sketch around the surfaces of your
Go.
person.
You go.
On persuasion.
But you have charisma, so it's all good.
So what do you say?
Yeah.
You can't just roll.
what do you
I
say?
can't roll first.
No.
You gotta say something.
You gotta say
Okay,
something.
first I say, we're here on important business. We've been sent here to retrieve the file on Blue Lightning specifically, if you could find it for us.
And what do you roll?
7. I have been getting 5s. over
Stop talking. Continue.
I don't believe you. And
We-
what is your intelligence score?
my intelligence. Check. 4 plus.
Plus 4.
So that's 18 or 19?
18.
All right. You feel piercing pain in the base of your skull as the AI dives straight into your brain, so to speak.
Can I counter this at all with software?
You'd have to take a minute to recover as it starts to like sift through your memories and who you are.
Ooh, I don't like that.
We were just with Jasper, and he told us to come get the files.
No. While he's distracted, just
It's fine.
I'm never distracted. Roll persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion is charisma. That's a 10. There it is.
Big punch against your psyche. And what is your intelligence score?
My intelligence score is a 14.
The attack does not penetrate. Then you have another opportunity to try and figure out how to counter this artificial intelligence.
Can I shock the system with my taser hand that's in my metal hand?
Yes, you can try.
That's not a good
I'm hooked up
face.
to this
I don't know
thing.
if I want to do that.
You are hooked up to this thing.
It flashes through Javu's mind. Is she a team player? Is she a team player?
Yeah, she's a team player.
Act on your impulse. That's what I would do.
Screw it, we're taser handing. Hey, so through the Rosetta Jack, I send a taser to distract the AI.
All right, that consumes 1 point of energy, and
Okay.
I want you to go ahead and roll taser damage. Just
Taser.
automatic damage.
Automatic damage.
Yep.
I like taser hand. 1 damage.
All right,
1?
1 damage.
Yay!
You both take 2 damage.
Oh.
Worth it. Is she distracted?
The artificial intelligence is jarred, as are both of you, as everything just sort of jumps, sort of gets this little shockwave in your minds, and everything gets mixed together. Davu, you're sent a host of images, of memories that aren't of yours, of growing up with a family, struggling to provide for them, moving to the city, need money, need support for failing health, for help parents. This is all just primal urges just hitting you all at once. You are hit with just this wave of grief and rage. You just see flashes of faces, a smiling DJ, a spurt of blood, the growling face of Hogan Herbold. You guys are just reeling. And as you anchor yourselves again, pulling yourselves back into concentration, the artificial intelligence is still trying to rearrange itself and the files are unguarded.
I pull the file,
The file comes.
and we get the heck out. I eject. I pull your whatever. How do you attach?
I'm attached. It's like the back of my head.
Pulling the back of your head out of that.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you mean
or the
but-
thing, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Drive was not ejected safely.
You might have.
And I'm just freaking out here because I know I can't do anything, but I
Okay.
see them all.
We need to go now.
Well, you see, for one, you see Sylvia punch the machine with an electric fist.
I don't know what's
So, hey,
happening.
You take another 2 points of damage.
Oh my
Davo,
gosh.
Sorry.
As you were jerked
So
free of the machine.
we,
Oh no.
I go, we need to go now. And so I bust the door open and make my way to the elevator. But very like calm and collected once I'm outside of the door.
I bust the door open, very calm.
All right, all of you very calm people need to roll performance checks as
Yeah,
Jasper
we do.
Corden catches sight of you in the peripheral vision.
Do I see them coming first?
Yes, you do.
Performance, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
That would be 12.
Uncle. Does he turn around?
He
From
does.
behind him.
Okay. And
I hug him.
You are the
do we get
savior
an
of the
advantage
day.
for that?
You don't even have to succeed on the roll.
Jesus.
Good, because I got an 11.
And I got a 12. Okay.
We make our way to the elevator.
You guys make your way to the elevator.
How come you're
Jasper
scared?
sort of reels.
And we climb in and we press the button and we go.
Jasper sort of reels from surprise for a minute, and then squeezes you tight. A bear hug,
I'm so proud of you.
and sort of claps you on the shoulder. He says, "Come on, we'll rejoin your friends in a few minutes." And he leads you toward the computer control room.
Do we get up to the...
What?
So we go up.
Yep, you guys are heading up
Okay. And
floor by floor, too slowly to be comfortable.
yeah. Okay.
Jasper Corden manually inputs his data, knowing his keycard isn't working.
Sure.
He gains access to the room. He notices static on the terminal monitors. Hits a key. Tries to start it. Now he's worried.
Something wrong, Uncle?
The system is malfunctioning.
You know, technical skills aren't my forte. I'm sorry, I can't.
It's time for you and your friends to leave. It's time for me to make a few calls. This will be fixed. We'll come back some other time, and I'll show you what I need to show you.
Verily.
All right.
He begins walking very quickly back to the elevator and hitting the call button.
I'm inside the elevator with him.
Well, once
the
it gets
elevator is
there-
still in motion. It hasn't turned back to you guys left.
Oh.
And ding! You guys hit the top floor, which slides open to the host of guards and the tall mechanical woman staring coldly at you. Excuse me. I think you have something of mine. That's, I think, where we're going to have to end.